versus David Lemieux.
Powerful, man.
His undisputed knockout king.
G is the monster that everyone's come out to see.
Undefeated in 33 professional fights. 20 consecutive knockouts.
Highest knockout percentage of any middleweight titleist in history.
And in line, a ruthless power puncher from Montreal.
Lemieux is a bona fide puncher and punch.
31 knockouts and a title belt on his resume. Lemieux will try to pass the most daunting test in boxing.
Not afraid of nobody. It's Gennady Golovkin.
It's a matchup of two vicious punchers, but only one can remain atop the middleweight pile. Gennady Golovkin versus David Lemieux from Madison Square Garden, October 17, live on HBO pay-per-view.
And moments away from the highly anticipated show, punchers Gennady Golovkin go far to find tonight's opponent. There's a look at Gennady, and there's another knock. 34 wins on his record, 2 losses. 31 of the wins were by knockout. One of the reasons that Golovkin is so heavily favored in the fight, David Lemieux, a few years ago, lost.
Through the night.
It's time now for our main event. Gennady Golovkin against David Lemieux, with each of their middleweight title belts on the line. Golovkin's rising star just keeps burgeoning and growing. A packed house here tonight in the Garden for his first pay-per-view show, and it should be all action. Golovkin owns the highest knockout percentage in the sport at 91%, other than that of Deontay Wilder against lesser opposition, having KO'd 30 of his 33 opponents, including 20 in a row. David Lemieux in a matchup which is very difficult for us to envision going tournament.
He was no match for Gennady Golovkin.
There it is, Cossack Thunder.
Gennady Golovkin has managed victories by knockout. Pound-for-pound rankings. An opponent who rivals his punching prowess. Until tonight,
Lemieux is a bona fide puncher.
David Lemieux has earned his reputation as a fearsome power puncher.
How strong, how tough they are.
And as French Canada, almost all of that part will be rooting against him. And it's really the huge weapon.
Half pound, 9 3/4 pounds. Wearing purple, his outstanding professional record.
Tap it up. Here we go.
Moment, both.
Deal with that jab first.
Difference in the two fighters because Lemieux
Boxer puncher
to get him past the jab, and
Lemieux make him negate that first.
CompuBox numbers show that over the course of his career, Golovkin is one of the
And frequently boxes carefully in the early rounds, especially here.
But an effective first round so far as he's landing his jab, and Lemieux hasn't landed much of anything. Space and keeping him back. All Golovkin early.
Well, he's trying to take Lemieux out of the fight early, but less dominant in the ring.
Amazing number already from CompuBox. He's landed more than 20 jabs in the round.
He has to load up on the once.
Right hand to the body by Golovkin. Hasn't really tried to get close. Another body shot for Lemieux. His relationship with Russ Anber and brought in Ramsey, and the general consensus is he's been a better fighter since then. Golovkin lands a right hand. Golovkin lands another right hand. Lemieux trying to be more aggressive in this round. Lands a jab.
He's throwing some big shots between his punches, and those are the
hooking off the jab. Lands that. Landed 26, which is simply colossal.
So far, the difference in the fight is Golovkin.
Of course, we knew that, but he will be interesting too.
Look at the jab and the accuracy. Trying various ways of trying to get past the jab. Missing.
It's not hands.
Kind of like Kovalev's jab.
And disorients him.
Little left hook lands for Golovkin. Jab lands. Right hand was blocked, but knocked Lemieux back a little bit anyway. Jab lands again. Hook there. And there's a hard shot from Lemieux, right?
It seems to me was able to roll it with
Really smart, showing some very good defensive tactics here.
Now the question is, might have a chance to catch him with a power shot coming in. Body shot by Golovkin. Right hand lands. Right hand lands again. Knocks Lemieux into the ropes. Left hook for Golovkin. Phenomenal accuracy. Star.
Lemieux has never had to fight at this pace before in his life, I guarantee you.
Well, if the first round was good, complete dominance of David Lemieux doesn't mean Lemieux's out of a loop with any one.
Lemieux is trying hard to imagine him winning a boxing match. Load up against Golovkin to at least give your...
It's live by the gun, die by the gun. The best time for him to catch.
Read before you begin to make bad decisions. Matthew Macklin was difficult it is to think the pressure he put by the jab.
To those, Jim, like you say, he didn't have to take this fight for his first title.
For the moment, give Lemieux all the credit in the world.
That's my point. So I think a fight that he didn't have to get into or coming into to try to win it.
And he's earned a lot of respect. Keeps coming, flowing like water. Body shot, jab again, jab, jab. Tremendous left-hand work by Gennady.
He's already taken that away from him.
With that jab.
You agreed with us in the meeting yesterday. Yes, I see every reason to believe his amateur career is much more. It matters.
Lemieux is starting.
Where he realizes he's going to get hit, well, get me a punch or two in while I'm getting hit. Here you see Gennady Golovkin constantly working off of that jab, attack with the right hand, face, jab to the face. I'm using that long jab out of punching harm so that Lemieux can't land a big punch on him, and he can attack Lemieux first because
Gennady Golovkin the first 3 rounds from David Lemieux. And you saw the calm in the corner, as Abel Sanchez said, keep doing what you're doing, and then we'll pick out the moment at which you get it through 3.
Okay, so you said 3-0, 30-27, Gennady Golovkin. You may say he's totally stupid. I don't think David Lemieux's got a game plan. You got to have a game plan. He's walking in and he's getting blasted, but he's murdering him. I mean, if I were fighting Golovkin,
Fights he's had so far does on his opponent.
Maybe Lemieux had a plan. The middleweight division average. 5 times the average of what middleweight fighters throw with the jab.
and that definitely is against anybody fight.
And the old adage is everyone has a plan until
they get hit. And talk about getting hit. There was the left hook, and Lemieux is hurt. And here goes Golovkin. Looking to finish already. In Lemieux with another left hook. Straight right hand up the middle. Left hook again. And here we go. And the Canadian star is hanging in. Hasn't been to the canvas yet. But Golovkin is...
to Hoyle.
Yeah, he's in... Now, everybody... But Golovkin is so thoroughly tactically in control that it prompts Harold Letterman to say, for instance, I don't even think Lemieux has a plan. Gennady Golovkin is throwing up a Golovkin left hook.
Traps into the wind at some point.
Time he does that, Max.
Good balance. A jab, which is working perfectly. Landed some power shots in the last round that ruffled Lemieux. The aspect of a potential gradual, but of course, again, hard right.
Get hooked to the back of the head.
Haven't said his name. No holding. Nothing on you. Hard right hand by Lemieux. Best punch of the fight so far. Landed on Golovkin's cheek. Gives Gennady, rips him with a left hook. Vicious body shot with the right hand. Golovkin punished
the chin, which is of course the knock
to one side or another, and your feet will always be solid underneath.
Oh, that body shot hurt him, Jim.
Down goes Lemieux, and Golovkin hit him once while he was down. 6, 7, 8. You all right? A few seconds left in the round.
Here you see Triple G just like Chocolatito, head, then followed by a beautiful body shot, left body shot to the liver, and you saw him go down, but this was a bad punch. I would have gotten disqualified for that punch.
That's right. You already did get disqualified for that punch against Montel Griffin.
Might have got banned from boxing for that.
Tells you Golovkin's mentality here. He knows this is the fight that stardom, and he wants to take
absolute devotion to the only the second time in his career he's tasted the canvas. There's another hard right hand by Golovkin. Lemieux backs into the ropes.
Keeping that pressure on him, Gerald.
Landed his money punch right on Golovkin's chin.
Confidence.
Now Lemieux starting to throw caution to the wind and chance. And as Roy said earlier,
into harm's way and giving Golovkin the chance to land power shot.
would feign a knockout, try to win by disqualification.
Like Montel.
No, I didn't do that.
We good now.
You got him back.
Yeah, I got
Good
him
right
back.
hand by Lemieux.
That's why I said we good now.
I thought.
We've seen this from Golovkin before. He's
And that was a good body shot by
Low, but it was a good idea.
Yeah, it was a wonderful idea.
more hittable after scoring a knock. Cure.
Lemieux out.
Just who he is.
Another big left hook lands for Lemieux. Golovkin showing you he's got that chin.
That doesn't happen by itself.
Uppercut to Lemieux. Golovkin catches him coming in with a left. Catch. Round 7 begins. We're halfway through the fight. Harold, how do you have it so far?
I got it 60-53. It's just, David Lemieux should have cut his hair before this fight. It seems that his hair's going into his eyes. I mean, you know, it's hurting his vision. In any case, Gennady Golovkin keeps working that left jab. Beautiful left jab, right hand combinations. He gets an extra point for the knockdown in round number 5. He's thoroughly ahead this fight.
You see that Lemieux is...
Not if it's costing him the...
In his eyes at times.
Well, Golovkin's landed 209 punches by CompuBox count in the first...
Out here.
Not at all. Good hook by Triple G.
Over the top by Triple G. And ruining his concentration. In the fight, how many jabs can he eat? Supposed to do. Good right hand.
Left hook and then another one.
Hard right hand by Golovkin. Lemieux is hurt against the ropes.
Turn Lemieux sideways.
Gennady's got him cornered.
I'll tell you that, Jim. He's not laying down for nobody.
Steve Willis watching very closely. It's hard to imagine there'll be a premature stoppage.
The matter of can he land a real sharp one or a good one to change anything around. He's
watching him, but no stoppage so far as we go into round 8. Earl Letterman's unofficial scorecard having won out 40 landed punches than he's ever landed in any of his 33 previous prize fights. Target of David Lemieux.
Head still goes a big puncher as Triple G. Not only surviving, but having chances with those big punches that he's throwing.
Here and there to land something on Gennady.
And more than ever before, he's already broken his own record for landing much of the time instead of slugging away. All of that is a form of respect.
Punches landed against the fighter. In a sense, that fighter's the toughest guy he's fought.
Exactly. Good right hand by
hard left hook. Hammered Lemieux. Good right hand by Lemieux, but the uppercut by Golovkin drives him back into the ropes. The body shot hurt him again. Steve Willis is going to stop the fight.
Willing and ready to go. There are the jabs. Caught a hook and still throw a beautiful overhand right. Much like we saw him do in the fight with Gil. Take a big punch and land a bigger punch.
There's a body shot coming in here somewhere.
Here. He throws that jab. Beautiful overhand right. Another jab. Right hand, left jab.
We never talked about the footwork, Roy, the closing down the ring, but that's another big part of this.
And that was the body shot, and there you saw him look.
Yeah, the body shot really
ended. And that's why the referee stopped the fight.
Yeah.
He should have taken a knee there if he wanted to continue.
His record.
Lemieux 80.